I'm here with Tareya Green, who has just released her debut single on June 2nd.
Yeah.
Now, most of you country fans probably recognize her as the female singer in Autumn Hill. What made you want to start a solo career?
It was something that I kind of always wanted to do since I was a little girl.
Yeah.
So to finally kind of be at a place in my life where Mike and I from Autumn Hill kind of both knew it was the right time to kind of explore separate musical paths for a while, I just felt like it was also the right time to kind of just explore my individuality as an artist a bit as well.
How would you describe your sound? Would you say you're still prominently country, or have you kind of mixed into other genres as well?
We're still in the production phase of the album. A lot of my songs are still story-based, so at the root of it, it's very much country. Like country music, it's all storytelling for the most part.
Right.
But as we get into production and playing with sounds, I'm pulling influences from like Sarah McLachlan and Sheryl Crow, and I'm just really trying to mix and match as many different genres and styles as I can, just to find something that feels really different and cool and kind of works with the lyrics and the general feel of the song, kind of the way I intended it when I wrote the lyrics. Does that make sense?
Okay, yeah, it does.
Okay.
Now, you mentioned Summer Wheels, which of course is your debut single. How does it feel now that you have it out there?
It's exciting,
Yeah.
You write the song and you hope that it's great and you love it. And then there's this big countdown to the release day, and I'm just so impatient. And then the day before hits, and I was just traumatized. What if people don't like it, or what if they're upset that Autumn Hill broke up? And then it's released, and people start responding to it in such an incredibly positive way, and it's more than I could have ever asked for. I mean, I just wanted to get the music out there.
Right.
Anything beyond creating the music is just like icing on the cake, or it's incredible. And to see that we were featured on iTunes, Spotify, the hot tracks in the country genre, even in the US they featured it, and to have I just found out today that we had over 17,000 streams on Spotify already.
Awesome.
It's crazy.
And you just got released on June 2nd.
I know,
We're talking days here.
I know, it's far beyond any expectations I had. I tried to have no expectations for the song, and it's exceeding, oh my goodness, any expectations I could have dreamt of.
Take me down Highway 101, I wanna see them Beach Boys.
What was the writing process like? Because you did write in Nashville, and you co-wrote with Patricia Conroy and Emerson's Drive, Danik Dupel. So how did the three of you all come together?
Patricia actually texted me when I was on my way back up from Florida, and she texted me Summer Wheels, right after we had this experience.
Right. So literally just kind of all worked out.
Perfect timing. The whole song just kind of worked out like that. It was very serendipitous the way it all worked out. But they're pros. I mean, they know what they're doing, and they have Patricia just has the coolest vibe about her. She's just the coolest person. She's brilliant. Danik was doing the track, and it was just, the song wrote itself in about 3 hours. It was really easy. We didn't overthink anything, and it just kind of came out just like this fun summer song. It was a very fun writing session.
Now, in a previous interview, you mentioned that everything just kind of came together effortlessly with this single, including the photo shoot with the baby blue 50s convertible Chevy.
Yeah.
So why is that car the perfect car for the single?
That's a great question.
Oh,
no one's asked me that yet.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just saw it in my head. I didn't know what it was called. I don't know if of course I'd seen it because it was in my mind, but I just had this very specific car in my head. And everyone was trying to track down this car. My manager was looking, I was looking, Doug was looking, he's a car collector, and we could not find this car for the life of us. But as it turned out, there was one car, it's a Bel Air is what it is, and we found one in Calgary. And we, again, couldn't get a hold of the owner, couldn't track it down, and so I ended up driving to the dealership to just kind of beg whoever it belonged to.
Yeah.
And it turns out that it belonged to the owner of a dealership. And before I moved, this is a long story, but before I moved to Toronto, I was a florist.
Okay.
And that dealership was one of my clients, so I knew the owner.
Way. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So as soon as we saw each other, he was like, of course, and he let us climb all over the car, and it was just another element that was just so serendipitous about the whole process of making Summer Wheels.
What are you most proud of about this whole experience in your single?
Oh, that's also a good question. I think just pushing through.
Yeah.
And just, you can have so much self-talk or self-doubt or worry, because, I mean, it's a big decision to go from a duo and just start over again as a solo artist. But, I'm just proud of how much hard work myself and the team around me has put in to make this happen, and even to make it happen as quick as it did, like we really just got on it and went full speed ahead. So, just pushing through even though it seemed hard or challenging or scary or difficult.
Put a little fuel in my machine. Gonna shine it up until it gleams. Open up a Coca-Cola. Flip you what I owe ya. Summer wheels, take me down Highway 101. I wanna see them beach.
Now, you did mention that there is an album coming out. So what can we expect?
Ooh, I like that question. I'm still really excited to see how it turns out because we're only halfway through the record. We've started production on a few songs. And I think people might be a little surprised because I want each song on the record to stand alone. Like, I don't want it to be one of the albums, one of those albums that you hear and every song kind of sounds like a version of the other song. I mean, it works. I mean, some of my favorite bands, like Dave Matthews, it all kind of has the same vibe, which I love. But for this record, I really want each song to be its own little piece of art. So it'll be a really diverse record, influences from pop, country, R&B, lots of like mixing and matching and experimenting, lots of vocals, lots of harmonies. Yeah, it's going to be fun. I'm having fun making it, and I'm really excited to see how it turns out.
How will this album represent you?
Oh, I love all your questions.
Oh, thank you.
This record is my heart and soul. Like, every song is about something I personally experienced. The production is very much a collection of my influences. And I think you just get to know me a little bit better. Every song's kind of about a really important experience that I've had in my life. So there's one song that I wrote 7 years ago.
Okay.
I wrote it as soon as I moved to Toronto from Calgary, and it's about just kind of making that leap and pursuing your dream, essentially. There's a song about, getting married and those first few years of marriage. There's a song like Summer Wheels, which is just like a fun song. Yeah. So it's just kind of a little bit of everything on there.
What's next for Tareya? What do you have planned for the summer?
A lot of recording. I'll be in Calgary. I've been away for about 7 years, so I'm going to go home, see my family.
You haven't been back home in 7 years?
I've been back, but it's always been like really short trips, kind of in the middle of a tour or just for like a short weekend or something like that. So to go back for the whole summer is going to be, really nice to see everybody again. And I'll be recording the rest of the record too, so it'll be a mix of family and recording the album.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for you.
Thanks.
And I really, really, really like Summer Wheels.
Thank you.
I'm just going to say that.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I appreciate that.
And I can't wait to see this album and hear this album.
Thank you.
So.
Me too.
Roll up my jeans, let down my hair. Wanna feel the spray of ocean air. Summer wheels.
Now, before we go, we're going to play a little game.
Okay.
So I saw this game on Jimmy Fallon. It's not an original.
Uh-oh. Okay.
And basically it's called Say Anything.
Okay.
So,
oh, no.
Have you seen?
No, but I feel like
okay.
I'm going to get in trouble with this title.
So basically, we just have to spit out words to each other.
Okay.
Like, you can say any word, and we just, go back and forth.
Psychoanalysis. Okay.
And then you just can't repeat the word, and you can't hesitate.
So just whatever comes to mind.
Whatever comes to mind. Except because it's with you,
Okay.
and we're here for Summer Wheels, I thought we should do only summer words.
Okay.
So every single word that comes out of our mouths has to have something to do with summer.
Okay.
Okay? And then whoever stumbles or repeats a word.
So you can't pause or repeat?
No.
Okay.
We'll have to put on some summer props I brought.
Oh gosh.
And then we'll take a selfie for social media.
Okay. All right.
All right? So I have my summer beach bag here with some summer props inside. So this will happen when we stumble or
like
or
stuttering
hesitate.
counts too?
Yeah, like it has to be like
bang on.
bang on.
Okay.
Exactly. Okay.
All right.
So do you want to start? You start.
Okay.
Okay. So any word as long as it has to do with summer.
Okay. Beach.
Water.
Pail.
Bikini.
Sand.
Sun.
Waves.
Does
that
count as
prop? Yeah.
Okay.
Oh
Brought
my
a hat.
gosh, you're
This
not
is-
messing around.
No, I'm not. This is actually from Santa Monica Pier, so it actually is summer related.
Oh, appropriate.
Can I rock it?
You do. This is great. This is incentive.
Okay. All right. This is nerve-wracking.
I know.
Like, I just
I'm
feel like,
very nervous
woo.
right now.
I thought it was gonna be easy, and
After I saw that, it's nerve-wracking.
okay. Bikini.
Boat.
Summer.
Chips.
Yellow.
Oranges.
Clouds.
Clowns.
Clouds.
Oh, clouds.
Clouds. Like those white fluffy
Okay,
clouds.
clouds. Okay.
Okay. So you stumbled.
Okay. I thought you said clowns. I wasn't sure.
All right. So you got the sunglasses.
Oh, okay. All right. These are crazy huge. God. Okay, let's do this. Motorcycle.
Boat.
Cherries.
Sailing.
Road.
Diving.
Happy.
Tubing.
Boat.
Dock.
Dolphins.
Sunshine.
Surfing.
Bikini.
Coppertone.
Sunscreen.
Pop.
Alcohol.
Diving board.
Jumping.
Music.
Dancing.
Convertibles.
Bonfires.
Marshmallows.
Roasting.
Sticks.
Hot dogs.
S'mores.
I don't know.
How many props do you have in this bag?
Well, this is it. This
Okay,
is like the
okay,
tiebreaker,
okay.
don't worry. So it was just a towel. Cause, you know,
That's not bad.
a beach towel. You know, like, oh. All right, well, now we need to take a selfie.
Okay, let's do it. I can't even put them in the...
Wait, it's in my eyes. Hold on. Okay, ready? Well, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
I really appreciate this. I know no one can probably take us seriously right now, but honestly, congratulations
Thank
on
you.
everything.
I really appreciate that.
And I'm just so happy for you and for your single, and can't wait to see you again.
Thank you. This was fun.
And I'd like to give a shout out to Strut Entertainment for facilitating this interview. Oh, hey, did you like that interview? Because there's another one over there. Lady K, out.